that in any discussion about the future of the world, not the world, not just the world leaders, but also the world children expect the brothers of the world to unite and through the heart of collaboration and partnership safeguard their existence.
It is unfortunate that even in these times of crisis, narrow sovereign interests govern international conduct. Everyone considers issues affecting must be dealt with urgently. We also recognize that there is concern in some quarters regarding the maintenance of the global governance.
Global institutions and the world of wealth, especially and as improved. We take a serious action. We are able to address the challenges of the 21st century. Global institutions need to be representative and effective, enabling the world leaders towards coalition, coalition and reform. CMS has been holding annual international conferences of chief justices of the world since 2001 to deliberate on the issue of a safe and secure future for humanity.
The future of the world was 2.5 global warming, environmental degradation, of Taiwan and reducing expenditure on military research. Fear the Third World War and the nuclear holocaust. The world is being very fast. Now the time has come to safeguard the future
Up till last year, 1,396 chief justices, judges, legal luminaries, heads of states, eminent dignitaries, and peace promoters from 136 countries have visited Lucknow, in which many have been participating year after year in support for a united, peaceful, and happy world order. The landmark event of the conference is the Lucknow Declaration, rolled out after 5 days of intense discussions, deliberations, interaction with CMS students. A copy of this resolution is sent to governments and legal fraternity across the world, to the Secretary General of the United Nations, as well as the world bodies like UNESCO, UNICEF, African Union, European Union, and ASEAN for consideration.
Malala Yousafzai once said, I quote, "Education is neither Eastern or Western. Education is education. It's the right of everyone. I unquote."
Bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 generated powerful shock waves with enormous fireballs that killed thousands of people within seconds.
We start with Elegant 1, where we have this beautiful new computer lab. The principal's office has just been renovated. The examination hall, the large hall at Elegant Campus 1, has recently been renovated too. Here at Anandnagar also, we have developed a brand new computer lab on the ground floor, which accommodates more than 4 sections at one go, and a new library. So now at Anandnagar we have a reading room for primary and primary, and a library for junior and senior to instill that love of reading in the students. Here at Ashrafabad campus also, a new library has been opened a few months ago. So here in Chalk campus, the new office has recently been developed, as has the new primary computer lab and the new library, Woodtown Library in CMS Alumni campus. Then moving on to Gomtinagar campus 1, the new library was inaugurated just over a year ago. A beautiful large library space which can accommodate multiple sections. The new AstroTurf has been a very important space for students to participate in their physical education and sport. And the new computer lab has in fact been developed as 2 computer labs. So previously one long space was was seen as a slightly inefficient use of the space, so there's a partition in the middle here, so it can be utilized as one long space if we want to, or it can be divided so the two sections can sit simultaneously. The reception lobby has been renovated very nicely here at Company 1.
पंखी तक की आवाज दे रहा है पंखी की भी आवाज है
Now here in Kalpur campus, again another large library has been recently inaugurated right in the entrances. Just opposite that, the new computer lab has recently been inaugurated, again to accommodate two sections simultaneously as and when required. And the reception lobby, the large reception lobby, has become a beautiful meeting area for all the parents and students and teachers of the school. Here in Rajajipuram 1, the reception area has been renovated, the senior library has been done very nicely, and then a more colourful and vibrant design for the pre-primary and primary. The science labs here, the chemistry lab and the physics lab. Sports field has been converted into a new multi-purpose astroturf. Now moving to Rajendra, here we have the reception area and the office which all the parents come into, recently renovated. RDSO campus, here this new building has actually just been built. We've got new science labs across RDSO campus, physics lab, chemistry lab, principal's office here in RDSO campus. Now, in the Station Road campus, we have a beautiful library, the oldest campus is CMS, but with this very modern, sleek library facility that has come up. And Joplin Road campus, a house which was there has been renovated into a really nice school.
प्लास्टिक का उसमें भी कुछ लगा लिखा हुआ है वो तो चेंज वाला नहीं शायद क्या लिखा कहाँ टाइम नहीं पा रहे हैं वो लिखे टाइम नहीं पा रहे हैं हमें तस्वीर बता दो
CMS is piloting new and dynamic international programs to enhance students' learning through healthy competitions and physical interactions. Several 100,000 students have passed out of school equipped with an international perspective and laden with values of world citizenship.
I like to lay in the grass and look up at the sky. Watch the clouds above and search for a rainbow. I see a kite fly by and I say hi.
Hello, guys!
Come on and spread your wings so we can take flight. Then I fly, fly, fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe. So high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take, take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly, fly, fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe. So high. Then I such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high. Then I fly like a kite. I feel strong, strong, strong as a tiger and as big, big, big as a giraffe so high, high, high. And I jump, jump, jump like a kangaroo. Swim, swim, swim. I come up to you. I take your hand if that's okay. And I say, such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day.
A very good evening to all of you in Singapore and Thailand. A very warm welcome on behalf of City Montessori School, Mrs. Vera Hajela, Head Alumni Connect, and I, Shishir, welcome all dear friends gathered over here.
We're very happy to see you coming here, and especially on a weekend, you have taken out time to join your alma mater on a very auspicious day. We are very happy that you have come here in large numbers, and we hope to see more numbers joining soon. So I would like to welcome Mr. Rahul Singh, author, banker, and community builder from Singapore. He has been an alumnus of CMS Gomtinagar, Campus 1. Mr. Shivam Mishra, product manager, Emerson. Mr. Saksham Mehrotra, I can see you here, sustainability analyst, Enjoy Impact, CMS Gomtinagar 1 from 2017 batch. Mr. Anay Shastri, student now at NUS, Singapore, from 2021 batch of CMS Gomtinagar. We're going campus-wise now. Mr. Purnendu Pandey, who will be here with us shortly. I can see Ms. Shaheen Alam, a very senior alumna from she is from Thailand, and she's a senior officer at Indorama Polyester Industries from Rayong, Thailand. She's a 1990 pass out from CMS Mahanagar campus. We have Mr. Siddharth Goel here. I can see you, Siddharth. Welcome. Staff software engineer, Dr. Anywhere from Singapore. He's a 2006 pass out from CMS Mahanagar campus. And of course, we have Mr. Gaurav Gandhi. Mr. Gaurav Gandhi is presently a student from CMS Rajendra campus 1. Mr. Karthik Agarwal, we have senior alumnus of CMS Station Road from 1997 batch. He's Assistant Director, Sport, Singapore, Ministry of Sports. We have Mr. Manish Gupta. Manish ji, can we see you if possible? Thank you. Mr. Manish Gupta is the MD and CEO of Talenton Global Private Limited from Singapore. He's a 1997 pass out of CMS from CMS Mahanagar campus. And we have Anay is here. I can see you. Anay, as I told about you, perhaps you were not there. You are studying at National University of Singapore. And rest, I now hand it over to Mrs. Verajela. We also see a lot of our alumni coordinators joining here. Dr. Manju Anand from Gomtinagar Campus 1 and Dr. Subhash Tripathi. We'll keep introducing as and when you keep joining. And now I would like to hand it over to Mrs. Verajela for further proceedings.
Thank you so much, Shishir. And it's pure pleasure to have all of you on board this afternoon here in India. It's 3:35 and I'm assuming it's around 6 o'clock in Singapore. Truly a pleasure to have all you alumni friends. Truly a privilege to be associated with you, to be able to strengthen the connect, which is so required for a school such as ours, which is the largest school in the world as per the Guinness records. Needless to say, the CMS diaspora dots the entire planet. And allow me to say this, although you are grown up, you are in esteemed positions, but for us, you will remain children. So I take the liberty and the license to address you as Children Day alumni from across the campuses today. We have wonderful representation from the two countries, Singapore and Thailand. And I think it's a beautiful start to begin with. And what comes to my mind is that you are the pure wealth of the school. You are our source of pride, our source of strength. And in a strange way, you are the ones who sort of reinforce this positivity into us that, yes, we are on the right track. Because if we've been able to churn out such wonderful global citizens who are doing such big things, phenomenally accomplished in whatever they are doing, we have all the reasons to feel, super proud of each one of you. And thank you so much, Shishir, for aligning everybody and bringing everybody on board. And I'd like to especially thank, at this juncture, our respected founders, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi and Dr. Mrs. Bharti Gandhi, our President and Managing Director, Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon, for bringing this, or rather allowing us to put this together in a way where each of us can sort of gloat in pride and say, yes, this is what CMSians do across the planet. I would also like to take this opportunity to very gracefully acknowledge the efforts of the alumni coordinators across the campuses. And I can see Dr. Tripathi from Mahanagar and Dr. Manju Anand from Gomti Nagar, and I'm sure the others are also joining in to be able to coordinate an event such as this. And I know that our respected founder simply enjoys, this entire, how would you say it, if I were to call it an event, online event, when all of you articulate all that you have experienced in school and how you are translating all that you achieved or received at school into your word of practice and execution as responsible citizens in the capacities that you are in. So a very warm welcome to each one of you, and Jai Jagat to each one of you. And perhaps it's a good idea to begin with Jai Jagat. Can we say that loud from wherever we are? You can unmute yourselves and say Jai Jagat. Like old times. Wonderful, wonderful. So welcome once again. And if you look at the word alumni as an acronym, it beautifully sums up the sentiment of the alumni. A is all about attachment with the school per se, which you can't can't disconnect with. L is loyalty for the school. U is unconditional love for the school. No terms and conditions apply here. It's just your school and the school that you're in love with. M is the memories you create around whatever your schooling life has entailed and go back in time, and then pretty much brings in the nostalgia. And I, undoubtedly, is about indulgence and interest in the spirit of the school, which is truly Jai Jagat, hail the world. Wherever we are, whatever we are doing, we are all in it together, connected as one, CMSian, forever and ever. Over to you, Shishir, for further proceedings.
Thank you very much. We're very fortunate to have all of you joining us together today. And we also welcome our respected founder manager, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi sir. He has left a divine meeting and he is here just to interact with you. We'll be inviting him shortly. And before we invite him, I would like to have a show of hands who would like to say first, because maybe we go by seniority. So Mr. Rahul Singh, he is an author and he has lived in Singapore for almost, I believe, 30 years now. He is a banker and community builder. He is there with us. He has been instrumental in getting some of you here together, and we hope to build a strong network. We also have in the morning, the very interesting thing I would tell you before we invite Rahulji. Kriti Krishna, she is here, and in the morning she got a intimation that there's some alumni meet happening for the Singapore chapter, and she immediately told her friend Siddharth, who's also here, that she would like to join, and she is here. So thank you for making it. Thank you everyone for coming together, and we'll have about 1 minute introduction from all of you before I invite respected founder manager. So over to Mr. Rahul Singh, please.
Thank you, Shishirji. Thanks for the honor. And you are in Geneva, the Mecca of peace. And it couldn't be more relevant given that just yesterday we celebrated I would not say celebrated, we mourned the 1 year anniversary of the war in Ukraine, right? And that personally impacts me because my wife is Ukrainian. Now, just a couple of words I would say here. Jai Jagat, that the ethos of Jai Jagat, the glory to the world, I think that sums beautifully what we all took away from school. And it is said that education is what remains when you forget what you learned in school. So most of us would have forgotten cos, sine, tan, or geography lessons, or history lessons, or how a vernier caliper is to be used. But we do remember two things, Jai Jagat and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is nothing but one family. I think if more people in the world, whether they are from CMS or they are from other school, if they could imbibe these two values, the world will be much more prosperous and a peaceful place. With that, I take a pause.
Thank you, Rahulji. We have Ms. Shaheen Alam joining us from all the way from Thailand. So, Ms. Shaheen, would you kindly unmute yourself? And you are here for the very grand 60th anniversary meet of City Montessori School. And we
Yes.
had a grand CMS alumni meet about 3 years ago, and she was here personally in Lucknow. Yes, please.
Yes. Hello, everyone. It's nice to talk you all, everyone. And looking everything is so great. So many, still new one come study in Singapore. It's nice. And I'm here in Thailand last 14 years, and I start working last 5 years. Something happened. So one thing I learned from CMS, never give up. Whatever come in your life, accept it. And I just follow that one. And that's all. Okay, thank you, Shishir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Shaheen. She is a senior officer at Indorama Polyester Industries in Rayong, Thailand. Ms. Shaheen Alam has 2 daughters, and she unfortunately lost her husband. But as she said, never give up. She took up the challenge, and she has made herself tough. And the CMS spirit in her keeps her going. So we salute you, ma'am. We have Mr. Manish Gupta. He's the managing director and CEO of Talenton Global Private Limited, Singapore, a 1997 pass out from CMS Mahanagar. Manishji.
Hi, Shishir, and hi, everyone. And a warm welcome to everyone once again from Singapore. And thank you so much, Shishir, first of all, to you to, get everyone onboarded on this session. I understand you are in Geneva and such a huge time zone difference for you. But you have done a tremendous job in getting everyone onboarded for this call. And I constantly was watching all of your SMSs on WhatsApp and things to how tremendously you have worked behind the scenes to get everyone onboarded here. And I also want to thank everyone here again to join and take time out from your busy schedules as well. So just to give you a quick background on myself, I have been in Singapore for almost 20 years. Worked in some earlier organizations, and 10 years ago I started my own company as a Talenton Global Private Limited. We are primarily a executive search and headhunting company, and we find global talent and global opportunities for the people at the leadership level. And one thing, I have seen a lot more previous emails as well from Dr. Shishir as well on many occasions to join these kind of alumnus for the last few years. But I don't know, for some reason it didn't catch my earlier because it was all going in my spam and junk folder. So this time, luckily, it landed in my inbox. And, when I saw that meet is happening, and I was very excited to, see and respond immediately to Shishir so that we could at least see how, we are as global citizens doing around the world as a CMS CCNs. And especially, when I go back 25 years ago, 1997 batch, when we were students in CMS Mahanagar branch, of course, everybody remembers Jai Jagat, but at that point of time, we did not, as a child or as a student, we did not recognize the significance of Jai Jagat. I was always thinking, why Jai Jagat? Why not Jai Hind? Why not, something closer to India? But now we understand the phenomena what CMS has created as Jai Jagat, and make every student of CMS a global citizen around the world, and make that brand just not all together in India, but everywhere across the globe. So thank you so much once again for everyone and bringing together Dr. Shishir. That's all from me.
Thank you, Manishji. It's a teamwork. Mrs. Vera Hajela, ma'am, my colleague, Mr. Saksham Mishra, with blessings of our founders and president, we all have been working for this meet. And of course, there's a technical team that is working, which you will see in the end. And before I hand it over to Vera ma'am, to invite Mr. Karthik Agarwal and also Mr. Siddharth Goel. My colleague Saksham has prepared a small surprise for you, and that surprise will come. It is a short movie on yourself. So you will see. So Saksham, can we have the short movie played on each alumni, please? So over to Vera ma'am to introduce and other alumni and take on the proceedings, please.
And this was truly beautiful to see all our alumni, along with the lovely positions that they hold in each of those countries, Singapore and Thailand, in this beautiful presentation. Very warm welcome once again. And as I mentioned at the outset, we are very, very proud of each one of you. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Karthik Agarwal, Assistant Director Sports from the Ministry of Sports, Singapore. And he's a pass out from a branch very close to my heart because it was there that I was principal at the time of my retirement. Station Road, CMS Station Road, 1997 batch. Mr. Karthik Agarwal.
Thank you, Vera ma'am. It's Dr. Shishir, everybody here. One beautiful thing, if anybody has noticed, of us live in Singapore, but we probably have not seen each other. And this platform connected us. I mean, I know a couple of guys here on the call. See so many other CMS alumni who actually live in Singapore, and we didn't know each other today, you know. So that's another beautiful thing about this meet connect. And I'm wondering for the last 25 years, you know, better late than never. Hoping to get more involved in these kind of, hoping to connect more. There's people we have not been able to reach out, or they're not here today. I think with this platform, we hopefully grow it better and connect, and eventually create what in big universities tend to do, support their alma mater and also students. I mean, you know, fresh students coming out of 12th or 10th, and let's see how we can achieve all of to be here and is Gandhi as well, and looking forward to hear him speak. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Karthik Agarwal. It's truly a privilege. And, you know, there is, as I don't know if you are informed about this, but that we have a whole bunch of sports events which are organized at the international level by various campuses of City Montessori School. And perhaps it'll be a good idea to seek your advice in this context, in this regard, and perhaps to invite you as an esteemed guest. Or why guest? It'll be like coming home for you to be able to visit your school and to see the kind of events, sports events that your school is hosting and organizing, and really enjoy each of those. So we now know who we need to add essentially on our guest list, Karthik.
I mean, through a classmate of mine who now works in, I requested him, I met him 2 days ago, requested a meeting with the management to offer my whatever way I can help. And that point that, you know, there's many more things which we can, soon you guys will be seeing me meeting all of you.
That's wonderful. And we truly salute your sentiment and your attachment for your school. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karthik.
And now for me to invite Mr. Siddharth Goel, staff software engineer from Singapore. And he is a pass out from Mahanagar campus, 2006 batch. Mr. Siddharth Goel.
Yeah, hi everyone. It's a pleasure to join here, all of you, and I'm like I'm actually not in Singapore right now. I'm traveling, but like I really wanted to attend because it's a great opportunity to connect with the previous alumni and everyone. Like, thank you for the invite and thank you for the whole organizing committee for putting this together. So I've been here with at Singapore for about a decade now. I did my master's here, and since in computer science, and since then I've been working here as software engineers in different companies. Currently, I work in a telemedicine company called Dr. Anywhere here. I'm a staff software engineer there, and yeah. So bringing telling a bit. So maybe it's like already established thing about CMS that. Everyone know that it's a good thing, but I wanted to tell something different. Like it's something different about it. So one, we talk about the tangible things. A lot of things like, okay, maybe the teachers are very good. The education, the curriculum is very good. But looking back, like when I did my 12th year in 2006. Looking back, I see the benefits, right? So I can tell in reflection, I can say. It's also about the environment that it felt. Like you might not see it at that moment. Like maybe it helped to get me some friends, also build a network that I still have those friends. I still go back to Lucknow, I meet those friends, and I'm still in connect. And those connects make connects. Like I visited Zurich sometime back for a business, and there I met another of my CMS friend, and like I mean it just like happens like. So often, and then from there I get something. Maybe it also turns out something from for their career opportunity, or for my career opportunity, or something happens. So it's also like a good place brings good people. It brings good culture, brings a great network, and this alumni meet itself is the testament of it. Thank you for this. Like it's like it really speaks, and. Also, like there's one small anecdote I want to tell. Like in Singapore, if I join some company and people, when I tell that I introduce myself that I'm from Lucknow, then they immediately come to, are you from CMS? Like because like most of the people here are from CMS. Like CMS being like we already know it's in Guinness Book. So it's also like one of the things I've experienced more than once here. When I join, I tell them, are you in CMS? Are you from Gomti Nagar? So these two things are very common for them. Like with Lucknow, they associate two things definitely. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Siddharth, and your emotions were palpable. You know, you are in Singapore, but we in Lucknow could feel, you know, literally the pulse and the sentiment behind it and all the emotions behind it. So thank you so very much for making it possible with your presence on this platform for us to celebrate the CMSian spirit of being united wherever we are. Thank you so very much. I would now like to invite the father of CMS, if I may say so, the person who with his absolute grit, determination, undying spirit, resilience, resolve, has been able to steer us through and help us navigate in our journey wherever we are as students, as teachers, as professionals, in whatever arena each of you is. So no prizes for guessing. I'm about to invite our founder manager, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, sir, whose spirit is what is responsible for an online meet such as this, to be able to connect us in that one unifying manner, irrespective of the geographical and locational distances. Over to you, sir, for your kind address.
मुझे बेहद खुशी है कि सिंगापुर और
Thailand, sir, Thailand. Thailand, sir.
सिंगापुर एंड थाईलैंड के एलुमनाई जो सीएमएस के हमारे स्टूडेंट रहे हैं और जिन्होंने बड़ी बड़ी प्रगति की है, तो मेरी बहुत बहुत बधाइयाँ आप सबको, और आप जीवन में और प्रगति करें, इतनी ऊंची प्रगति करें जितना ऊंचा आसमान है। ये हमारी मंगल कामना है। और आप जब भी इंडिया आवें तो लखनऊ में सीएमएस में जरूर आइए, और आपको देख के खुशी होगी कि सीएमएस अब बहुत कुछ बदल गया है, बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट कर गया है। और सीएमएस में 58,000 से ऊपर बच्चे हैं, 58,500 से ऊपर हैं, और 21 ब्रांचेज हैं। इसमें कैम्ब्रिज सेक्शन भी है। इसमें चीफ जस्टिस की कॉन्फ्रेंस होती है। उसमें आई डोंट नो कि जब आप थे उस समय चीफ जस्टिस कॉन्फ्रेंस होती थी कि नहीं, लेकिन चीफ जस्टिस की कॉन्फ्रेंस यहाँ होती है हर साल। 2 साल जो कोरोना पीरियड था उसमें भी ऑनलाइन कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई, लेकिन 2022 में हमारी फेस टू फेस हुई, और अब 24 में होने जा रही है। तो 23 में नवंबर में होने जा रही है। तो 24वीं कॉन्फ्रेंस हमारी 1 नवंबर से 10 नवंबर तक है। तो चीफ जस्टिस की कॉन्फ्रेंस हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि द फ्यूचर ऑफ ओवर 2.5 billion children of the world and the generations yet to be born has become progressively more insecure and unprotected during past 7 decades since the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the recent spread of international terrorism, global warming, environmental degradation, stockpiling of arms and ammunition, and ever-increasing expenditure on military research. And as you know, the problems of the world are multiplying. Every day there is a conflict. For the past 1 year, Russia and Ukraine are fighting, and Russia has done a lot of killing, murders, and they have devastated the whole of all major cities of Ukraine, and you can imagine the kind of loss they have done to the property and to the men. So many airports have been devastated, so many schools and colleges and universities have been destroyed, and lakhs of people are displaced. So this is the kind of world we are living in, and we have to change the conditions of the world. And for that, we are holding the Chief Justices Conference, appealing to them to talk to their presidents and prime ministers so that there can be a world government and a world court of justice and world currency weights and measures. There should be one economic order, one political order. So that is possible only when so many countries agree to it. So we are trying through the Chief Justices, approaching the presidents and prime ministers of various countries so that the opinion of the majority of the rulers may be made in favor of a world government. So that is what the CMS is trying to do at present. So the 24th International Conference of Chief Justices of the world is scheduled from 1st of November to the 7th of November in 2023. CMS has made a lot of progress, like the results of CMS are the best in the country. Last year, 4 positions our children got in top positions. They topped in India 4 children. One child topped in India in class 10th ICSE and 4 children in ISC class 12. Lot of children are now being selected for admissions in America, Canada, France, Germany, and with lot of scholarships because we have a set center, set examination center, and because of that, our large number of students are joining the set examination and they are being selected to the set and because of the selection in set, they get invitations from many universities of the world. So they are getting a lot of scholarships. Universities are vying with each other to get a child of CMS so that because children of CMS are very intelligent and very um, progressive and the universities want them in their universities. Some of the children are getting offers from as many as 10 universities, 5 universities. So a lot of children are getting offers from various universities and it is a kind of achievement that our students are making in life. So I welcome you all because you have all joined this alumni meet on the request of Shishir Srivastav. And I also congratulate Shishir Srivastav for organizing this event with the help of Veera Hajela Didi. So I congratulate both of you, Veera Hajela ji and Shishir Srivastav. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
For your constant motivation and guidance. It is you who has shown us the way and who has always sort of set a path for us to tread on. We are truly proud of our alumni who were guided by you and the spirit of your school while they were here with us within the portals of their campuses, each of them. And each of them is excelling at whatever he or she is doing in his or her arena of work. They're truly proud of, we are truly proud of them, and I'm sure they are very proud of their school. I now request my colleague, Shishir, to take over the further proceedings and would request him to invite, we would begin with, we'd continue with Ms. Kriti Krishna, followed by Mr. Gaurav Gandhi. Over to you, Shishir.
Thank you, Vera ma'am. And thank you to respected founder manager, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, sir, for very kindly blessing us and motivating us as always. He said it very rightly at this juncture of time when we have the Ukrainian war going on. It's very pertinent that CMS initiative for world peace and world unity be realized. And I would request the technical team to show a short movie of 5 minutes on the Chief Justice's conference immediately after we finish this meet. So please hold on and please stay with us for 5 minutes after this meeting finishes. And we'll show you the endeavors of CMS for last 22 years, what it has done to bring about world unity and world peace, led by respected founder manager. Well, before I invite Ms. Kriti Krishna, I would like to welcome respected General Secretary of CMS and our Chief Justice's Conference, Mr. R.C. Gupta, sir. He has been very kind here, kind to be here in person and bless us all. And we also acknowledge the presence of Dr. Manju Anand from Gomti Nagar, Mr. Deepak Nigam from Rajapuram Campus 1, also Mrs. Rita Fleming, Dr. Subhash C. Tripathi, Ms. Deepti Shukla from Rajin Nagar, Dr. Manju Anand, already I mentioned her, and Ms. Noopur Chatters, who are watching us online maybe. It is because of your kind efforts, the CMS alumni coordinators and also the CMS career counseling coordinators, that we have been able to bring our alumni together. And now I invite Ms. Kriti Krishna. She is a lead consultant at UX Research Brain Labs in Singapore. She's of the same batch as, I believe, Mr. Siddharth Goel from the 2006 batch of CMS Mahanagar campus. Over to you, Ms. Kriti.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not at home. I had to run some errands, but when I came to know that there's this meet going on, how could I say no to it? So thank you, Siddharth, for inviting me here. And thank you, Shishir sir, for sharing the invite on such a short notice. So hello, everyone. And I'm Kriti, and I'm from the 2004 to 2006 batch. And I'm happy to share that Dr. Subhash Tripathi was my class teacher. And I was in the biology section. So, sir, it's really nice to connect with you after so many years. And yes, I have very fond memories of CMS, although I was just there for 2 years for my +2. But, you know, every day I remember we had to write one virtue on the blackboard. And that time, you know, it didn't really matter that much. But now when I reflect on that journey, I think, you know, every day you have to come up with one new virtue. And, you know, that just kind of sticks with you in your mind. So, you know, when the going gets tough, something or the other just motivates you to keep going. And I think that plays a very important role, because I remember in our, you know, the hall, there were certain quotes that were written, and one was, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So that has really stuck with me for so many years. And of course, I've made many friends, very good friends, and I'm still in touch with all of them. So thank you, CMS, for that. Now, quickly coming to my background, I am a PhD in marketing from IIM Lucknow, and I've worked in the area of gamification and consumer psychology. So too much into research. And, you know, currently I'm working with Brain Labs as a UX researcher. I'm a lead consultant there. And I'm also venturing into the UX designing field. So yeah, that's about me, research and designing, but very happy to connect with all of you.
Invite the next participant.
Yeah, I think some connection broke down. So we have, thank you, Ms. Kriti. We could see through you a bit of Singapore. Good that you're running errands. No problem. We
Yes.
can see a bit of
Anytime.
Singapore behind you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So we have Mr. Gaurav Gandhi. He qualified for the National University of Singapore, and he's from the 2014 batch of CMS Rajendra Campus 1. And I believe Ms. Deepti Shukla, the present mentor, she is here with us from Rajendra. And after we finish, Gaurav, we'll also have breakout sessions, and we request our alumni to stay back, because there'll be 3 breakout rooms as mentioned in the program. You'll be going to interact with, you know,
Gaurav, are you there?
Campus teachers.
Gaurav?
Yes.
Can you listen to
Yes.
Gaurav?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, all present there. Jai Jagat, respected sir. Gaurav, welcome to this platform. Proud of you. Really proud of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
and it's like like a decade I haven't seen you. And heartiest congratulations to Shishir sir, so for making us see our students live on this particular platform. Thank you so very much, and really proud of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm also so happy after like seeing your face after such a long time,
Same here, Gaurav. Same here.
ma'am.
Okay.
Very good, everyone. This is Gaurav Gandhi, and as Shishir sir said, I passed out from Rajendra Nagar UPIL branch from 2014 batch. I might have left CMS back then, but yeah, CMS has left me. Like a part of me was always attached with the attributes, the values, the virtues which were taught to us at CMS back then. Like those 4 pillars of CMS education, which were like we just mugged them up at that time, but yeah, now we actually understand that okay, what was the importance of that. And then those prayers like I bear witness, and then Hey Mere Paramatma, like these prayers, like whenever you just sitting idle and these prayers just keep on reciting in your head, so it gives you like a wave of complete nostalgia. And yeah, and I would like to thank CMS for all the memories which they have given to us to cherish for life. And thank you so much, Deepti ma'am. And like really, I'm really happy after seeing you here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Over to Vera ma'am to invite Mr. Ane and then Mr. Saksham Mehrotra.
Mr. Saksham Mehrotra is here. He's also here.
Yes, he's there.
Yes. So, thank you, Gaurav. That was wonderful, and it was lovely to see you connect with your teacher, the Deepti ma'am from Rajendra Nagar Campus 1. And I completely can relate to that emotion, you know, the teacher-student relationship, which is priceless. And there is no other relationship like that. You know, it's year after year that your teachers take the board exams. You take one board exam in grade 10, you take another one in grade 12, but your teachers keep taking the board exam every year. And every year with a new batch, there's a new kind of attachment, which is there to stay. So you have one mark sheet, but your teacher has, I don't know how many mark sheets to her credit. And each mark sheet is a cause for celebration, not just because of the marks that it adorns, but the name that adorns that mark sheet. Am I not right? And I can see the teachers, Dr. Tripathi and Ms. Deepti, nodding their heads in agreement. And I'm sure Deepak sir is doing that too from Rajajipuram 1, although his video is switched off, but I can understand that he's nodding his head in agreement, yes. So that's the kind of beautiful relationship the children have with their teachers, with the school per se, with the principals, with the overall environment of the school, you know. And it's not as if it's the grandeur of the school which attracts them. It's just the simple emotion and sentiment of the school towards which they gravitate. And that's so, so beautiful. So now I'd like to take this opportunity to invite our next alumnus, Mr. Saksham Mehrotra, who is a sustainability analyst, and he's working for NG Impact. He's based out of Singapore, and he's a pass out from CMS Gomti Nagar 2021 batch. 2017 batch, I'm sorry. 2017 batch. Mr. Saksham Mehrotra.
Hello, everyone. I'm Saksham, and I am a sustainability consultant here in Singapore. And I studied here as well for my undergraduate at Yale US College. And I must say it's really nice to be able to see all of you here. It's like being kind of relatively younger to see that the CMS legacy is so old and there's so much to be inspired by and so many people to look up to, and you know, to see that they've walked down the path that you want to walk down as well before you. So there's a kind of a reassurance, very comforting feeling to see that there are people there who kind of have the same background as you and who've done things that you want to do, and always good to be inspired by them. And we are for CMS. I must say, my mom is still a teacher in CMS in Mahanagar branch. She teaches biology, and so I've felt connected to CMS because of that as well still now. And yeah, I think like the Jai Jagat philosophy has kind of always inspired me uh to live life by, and that is one of the reasons why I like work in sustainability or the environment, because like I want to do things to help save the environment from the current climate crisis. And that's again something that there's a value of Jai Jagat. It's just like respecting the earth or respecting the world as one and trying to do things to save it. So yeah, quite thankful for CMS in that regard, and very happy to meet all of you here.
And you'll be very happy to know that these days our children are working around, what we call the experiential learning projects. And the SDGs are a topic which the 17 of them, they sort of work around those, and we do carry out a lot of research on those. And a lot of material is brought together by way of projects. I'm sure that will make you a happier CMSian to know that lot of work that you are doing in your arena is being carried out by way of research and study at your school's end by your juniors, and with complete indulgence and neck deep involvement by the students, facilitated by the teachers. Thank you so much, Saksham, and you have an infectious smile, my dear son. Very nice. God bless you. And next we have a rather young alumnus who perhaps moved to Singapore just barely 1.5 years ago. Am I right, Anay? Anay Shastri. He's a student at the National University of Singapore, and he is a CMS Gomti Nagar pass out 2021 batch. Anay, over to you.
Greetings from Singapore. I'm really sorry for the background noises. I'm still at the airport. I just came to India today. And you know what? My flight landed at 12. And I had my flight from Delhi to Lucknow at 3, but I postponed it to 6 because I wanted to attend the meeting so bad. So, about me, I'm currently studying at Singapore University of Technology and Design. I'm pursuing my Bachelor of Engineering and majoring in Computer Science. So technology on which all these cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and everything go. So yeah, and also like it feels like yesterday only. Like ma'am just said, I'm from 2021 batch. Although the COVID batch basically we didn't have our board, but still we enjoyed so much. I still remember Dr. Manju Anand ma'am guiding me through the application of the university, helping me, like providing me various opportunities to lead the societies and everything. And also, like I won't say much. That's one last thing, that whenever someone say to me, right, my juniors, that you are an ex-CMSian, so I just correct them that I'm not an ex-CMSian. I'm still an CMSian. It's still my school, and I'm proud to be that. Don't call me ex-CMSian. Thank you so much.
See Manju ma'am beaming with a sense of pride. Manju ma'am, did you want to speak to Anaya, please?
Yes, ma'am. He was one of the presidents of Cadenza Society. That is, we are running 23 societies. Let me tell you, Saksham and Sanjay and all the other alumni also, that we invite you here and you will see a change in your school as well. You were mentioning about SDG conferences and all. So I would like to tell you, Saksham, also that we are conducting here SDG research projects, SDG conferences in our school. So this time we would like to invite you for that. And Anay was one of the very active presidents of one of the societies, that is Music Society. And he could, I'm really very proud of Anay. I still remember that 70 students he could manage within a week, and we were just struggling to find out who is the best singer. From 11th class and 9th class, he could manage to get 70 singers. That was a great job he did. And still, I mean, I'm really grateful that you have joined. And we love you still, and waiting for you to visit your branch. Thank you so much.
I would like to add something here that sustainable development goal, or if you call sustainability as such, the definition which the United Nations uses, which is meeting the need of the current generation without compromising the need of the future generation to meet their own needs. This looks to us as if it's a modern definition, but if you look at Isha Upanishad in India, the very first sloka of Isha Upanishad says, if I could paraphrase it, it says that do not take more than that belongs to more than your allocated quota, knowing fully well to whom it belongs. So again, goes back to the idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Like you need to treat the whole world as your family, and not just the world which is currently there, but also the world which is about to come. That is also your family. In fact, that is more directly your family.
Exactly.
And you don't inherit the planet from your forefathers. You owe it to your future generation. So if that is the idea, if with that idea we work, I think the world will be a beautiful place. And the reason I'm mentioning that, or I'm kind of taking this platform to mention that, is because it gels with the whole concept of Jai Jagat and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Also because I have a personal agenda. My next book is on ESG. So I would like to connect to Saksha and to Anay on this. So thank you so much for providing that platform, which allows me to make these connections.
Thank you so much. And we will be waiting for this. And let me tell you one thing, that all the societies and clubs we are running here, they are also based on Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and the coming this CMS vision, all the 6 C's. We are very proud that long back we have already thought of so many things. Now the world is thinking of. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Janay, and thank you so much, Manju ma'am. And also to Rahul for chipping in that, Mr. Rahul Singh for chipping in those very important points and connecting it with the school philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. At the end of the day, what we leave for posterity should be our concern and our involvement in terms of making the world a better place for the children to inherit a better world than the one in which we are living, and sort of ensuring that there is peace and there's quality of life across the planet. Thank you so very much. And now we'd like to watch this video message of Mr. Sukrit Singh Raghuvanshi, who couldn't make it to this meeting but felt the need to be participating in it. And it was that which sort of helped him record this message so that he could feel, and rather he could be one of us on this platform. So the video, please.
Hello, everyone. I am Sukrit Raghuvanshi. I am currently working as a principal product manager with PayPal Singapore. I moved to Singapore back in 2006 on the Singapore Airlines Youth Scholarship, after which I joined NUS to study computer engineering. Later, I joined IIM Ahmedabad to finish my management studies batch of 2016-18. I also went to Germany, worked with the Adidas headquarters as a consultant, and later came back to Singapore. My academic journey with CMS has been quite interesting. I started off studying at CMS Jopling Road, and I would like to believe that I was a decent student. However, due to some reasons, I had to be taken out of CMS and I moved to another school in Lucknow. And the difference was drastic. It won't be wrong for me to say that I kind of lost my way, which is why my parents were prompted to take me back to CMS, and I moved to CMS Mahanagar this time. And I won't exaggerate when I say that my life changed completely because of that. Suddenly I was winning Olympiads. I represented CMS. I think I was one of the 16 students selected for IMIC, India's Elementary Mathematics International Competition. And I won medals there, won medals in COFAs. And of course, it was NTSC, which I definitely would not have cracked without CMS. But academics aside, I think CMS has very much shaped me as a person. And I think most of us can relate that whenever we are in those tricky crossroads in life, we often fall back to our principles. And for me, those principles are defined by CMS, and I'm extremely thankful to the entire CMS community for that.
Over to you, Shishir.
Well, thank you, everyone. And thank you, especially Anay, for changing your flight and to be with us. You will be in Lucknow soon, I believe, in an hour's time. And we are very happy to hear Rahul and also interaction with Saksham, Mr. Saksham Mehrotra, about the current sustainability goals which our world needs. It's pertinent that, I mean, it's time for humanity to wake up. And as Vera ma'am was just saying that, and Dr. Manju Anand was also saying, emphasizing it, that CMS thought of it many, many years ago. And our founder, respected founder manager, initiated the Conference of Chief Justices, which has fully endorsed that we must create a world parliament in order to save humanity from the ever-present eco-catastrophe, the threat and the challenge. And we have the General Secretary of the conference, luckily and fortunately with us, respected Mr. R.C. Gupta, who will further elaborate on this part of CMS mission and will bless us all. Over to respected Mr. R.C. Gupta, sir.
I think he's on mute.
Yes, I hope it's okay now.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Shishir, and everyone here, present here. I'm very happy to see all of you in this meeting, and I'm very much proud that you are doing so well in Singapore, Thailand, and in nearby countries. I'm associated with the management of City Montessori School for the last about 60 years, and have seen it grow into a world-class institution. From 5 students in the beginning, it has become a world-class institution. It's a matter of pride for us at CMS that in its very in a very large countries of the world, CMS students are occupying responsible positions. If those of you who get a chance to visit India, kindly do come to visit CMS and see what progress has been made by CMS, what changes have been made, and how it has become a world-class institution. As Dr. Jagdish Gandhi said, we are holding International Conference of Chief Justices of the world. Well, this is a very big event that we hold, and no other institution holds such a big conference of Chief Justices. And our aim is to invite the Chief Justices and request them to motivate political leadership of their countries to work for international peace and security, for unity, so that there may be no war, and there should be a sense of an atmosphere of love and affection and development. Because development is necessary, and peace is also necessary, because without peace, there can be no development, and without development, there can be no peace. So these are interconnected. So this is the main purpose of holding the conference of each of the Chief Justices of the world. I want to share with you that when I went to Canada more than a decade ago, I was invited by every radio for a talk about world peace, world unity, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That talk was very much liked by the learner, by those who were hearing the talk on FM radio. So in that particular meeting, I talked about I talk to the general public, to the listeners, to keep in touch with India, to keep in touch with its cultural and cultural heritage. I would like to advise you also, all of you also, to keep in touch with India and keep in touch with its culture, etc. Because and whenever possible, you keep interest of India in mind, interest of India, and work for development of India, and to say preach, advocate the Indian say philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and Jai Jagat of CMS. I've seen Singapore and Thailand also as a tourist, which are very good countries, and I hope you are enjoying there along with your work, because these are tourist destinations also. As you may be aware, our country, India, is making progress and stands at 5th place. You must be aware about that. Like I would like me, you must also be proud of India, our country. Hope CMS students will work for a better India and keep teachings of CMS at your heart and preach there, and advise your whoever comes in your contact to tell them about this philosophy and vision of India about world peace and world unity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your very kind words of wisdom. We are sure that all our alumni, including the senior alumni, will keep your words in mind, and they will keep the ethos of India alive wherever they are, be it in Thailand or Singapore or anywhere in the world.
I would like to share one
yes.
thing, that Rahul Singh probably is here participating in this meeting.
Yes, he is
Rahul
here.
Singh. Yes, he gave Dr. Gandhi 2 books. One of them was on Gita. Gita. Is it Mr. Rahul here?
This is the book. I mean, I think I gave this one, and Atheist gets the Gita.
I was reading that book. It is very, very interesting. From my point of view, it is very interesting. I like it. And thank you very much for explaining it in such lucid say words. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my
Complete it
honor.
and let
Thank
you
you.
know. Thank you.
Thank you so much for remembering Rahul, sir, and blessing him. We have 2 senior alumnus from CMS. One is Mr. Manish Gupta and Mr. Karthik Agarwal, and of course, Mr. Rahul Singh. And I would highly recommend that all 3 of you especially keep in touch, because you are based out of Singapore, and perhaps you can invite a physical meet there. And Vera ma'am has taken a very nice initiative, I would say, that CMS Alumni Connect. It's going to be launched very shortly, and wherein on a web portal, you all will be able to connect each other, chat with each other. Also, she'll tell you more about it. You will also be able to create platforms wherein you can counsel each other as well, the seniors as well as the juniors. And before I invite Mr. Manish Gupta and Mr. Karthik Agarwal to say a few words before we go in the breakout session, I would like to thank the team of especially our dear colleagues. The head of the department, Mr. R.K. Singh, he is supervising the team. He is not here, but I would like to thank Mr. Ahmed Sheikh from his team, Mr. Achal Kumar Tiwari, Mr. Zia Khan, Mr. Rajesh Tripathi, and of course, Mr. Avjeet Guha, and Mr. Azhar Khan from the team of Mr. Farhan Shamsi, and of course, Mr. Farhan Shamsi, who has been kind enough to give us the privilege of breakout sessions. And my dear colleagues from CMS International Relations Department, Mr. Saksham Mishra and Sandeep Kashyap, all of you have been very instrumental. Over to Mr. Manish Gupta and Mr. Karthik Agarwal, if you would like to say a few words before we go to the breakout session.
Sure.
Mr.
Thank you
Manish
so much,
Gupta.
Shishir. So thank you so much, Shishir. And once again, a very, warm thank you to everyone who has joined this call. Just wanted to, say a few closing words before we end this call. So I mean, I'm also in touch with a lot of my own classmates from the batch of 97 and also one of my senior batches as well. So we have two separate WhatsApp groups as well, which I'm very much part of it. And they are about 50 to 60 CMS alumnus, all CMS alumnus in that batch as well. And I would really like, all of them to connect with you, Dr. Shishir, as well, so that we can have more and more crowd in these kind of sessions as well. And once again, people who are in Singapore, definitely let's, arrange a face-to-face meetup and, let's just be together as long as we could. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Would Mr. Karthik Agrawal would like to say something? Are you here? Yes, you're here. I can see you.
I was saying I was already introduced before.
No, I just
yeah.
because you and Mr. Manish
we can
Gupta
proceed
expressed
with
the desire to meet
the
people
breakout.
physically. Yes. Yeah. Would you like to plan a physical meet of the alumni that are there somewhere in Singapore over a cup of coffee?
Yes, Karthik, go for it.
Perhaps when you have time.
Definitely.
So Karthik is also a senior of mine from, if I could say that, a lot of us came to Singapore on the Singapore Airlines Scholarship Program. Karthik, you were on that as well, right? Okay. If I'm not mistaken.
No, I was not on the full scholarship, but actually, thanks Raul for bringing. I wanted to mention and acknowledge and remember Vishwat. Most younger students and alumni here might not be aware, but the first batch 1994, Vishwat Station Road Senior, one of the 4 students who got to the scholarship, and he went to, and thanks to management at that time, his accomplishment is very fan following and fanfare, and that inspired a generation. And because at that time we was well aware of and everything at an undergraduate level, so at that accomplishment and the acknowledgement and the kind of fanfare that Vishwat really inspired of us. And at that time, I think I was 4 years younger to Vishwat. That made going to number one accomplishment you could achieve as a student of CMS. And even when I got selected, the management also our names were published in the paper and everything. But Vishwat sadly is no longer with us. He was one of the reasons a lot of CMS students are to say that.
Yeah, and I would just like to add that, in fact, I have remembered Vishwat in one of my books. So I think, Karthik, you might have seen that one, right? It's called, The Glory, Not the Story, 25 Journeys Towards Ikigai, where Ikigai is basically the Japanese word for purpose. So that basically, in that book, Vishwat comes as the last chapter. The book was in alphabetical order of people who have accomplished something, and Vishwat, naturally, his name starts with V. It comes to the last chapter, and it's sad that he's no more with us. He passed away at the age of 44, and in that 44 years of age, he easily packed what many people would not achieve in 88. So definitely, he was a ray of inspiration for a lot of people, especially from NUS, NTU, and CMS.
Yes, that's true. It fills us with a lot of emotions when we remember late Mr. Vishwat Jain. He was the one who set the tone for a generation of students, yes, to go to Singapore and especially go abroad for full scholarships. We had a meeting, last meeting of Australia chapter, in which both his mother and his sister had participated, and we had similar emotions for late Mr. Vishwat Jain. And he was the favorite of everybody, including the CMS management. We have respected founder director, Dr. Bharti Gandhi ma'am, the mother of CMS, who has just joined us. And before we go for breakout session, we would like to invite her, please. If we can have the staff of respected founder director connecting her, please.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yes. Hello, Shishir. You are going to be the world government president. वर्ल्ड गवर्नमेंट के प्रेसिडेंट बनेंगे शिशिर
All your
Thank
blessings. Thank you. Ma'am, we want to hear from you, please. Your blessings.
When I was having initial years of City Montessori School, I was predicting that when my children will go in professions, then CMS be free of loans, because I had the misfortune or fortune of running this school always under loan. Always, without loan, nothing. If some group of guests come, Mr. Gandhi will tell me, bring loan for 600 rupees. How we can feed them? So I will go 10 houses and ask for loan, and somebody will give me at 24% interest, 1,000 rupees. So in this way, this school started its early years. Now, Mr. Gandhi says that now there is no loan on CMS. This credit goes to all my alumni, because it was my prediction. Whenever my students will become mature and come in professions, there will remain no loan on CMS. And it happened. Now we are not having any loan. So I thank all my alumni, and please go and make a world government. Only one government will be made. That means all of you will make a world government. And what will be the outcome? Why it is required? World government is required because when India got freedom, what happened? There were 564 kings in different parts of India. So one leader stood up and he requested all the rulers, not 566, to surrender their kingdoms. And do you know, they were very unhappy. Still, many of them surrendered themselves, and there were many who did not, and some India government had to go and send army to win over. That was Hyderabad state and I suppose Junagadh state. My dear, my old students, I am so happy that now in the country we got this thing, but in the whole world there are not 566 Rajas. And one Raja means one army also. Ek Raja, ek army. You understand? So there were 564 Raja and 564 armies. Now luckily in the whole world we have got how many countries? Only 193 countries are there. About 200 countries are there. If all these countries of their own sweet will come forward and do away with their military, and there will be a world government, there will be no military. Only the world government will have military. Okay. So that has to be done by you. City Montessori School was opened as early as 1959, 64 years back. So my dear friends, now you are my friends and my, surrogate to bring about world government. So you have to win over, you have to persuade these 193 countries to form a world government, and the outcome will be no war. As we have learned from modern thinkers that this world has to unite either by paramarsh, consultative will, as you are all doing in Singapore and Australia today. You are having a consultative council and you are doing an exercise how to come together, how to bring unity. So either unity will come through this consultative willpower, or it will come after war, when the most of the humanity will be united under the ground in the ashes. जमीन में राख में मिल जाएंगे तब एकता होगी. So which one you prefer? Are you hearing
While
me,
we are alive,
Shishirji?
ma'am.
Which
Yes,
one you
yes, ma'am.
prefer?
We are hearing you.
Which one
We
you
would like
prefer?
to unite before it is too late, ma'am. Before the World War III.
Before we unite in the ashes.
And
Thank you very much. I appeal to
Thank you,
all
ma'am.
my alumni, and Shishiji is going to be the president of the world government. Thank you very much. Mr. Gandhi ko bhi shukriya, principals ko shukriya, and my grandchild is also in Australia, and my heart is there with all of you, and especially with my grandchild. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for joining us all the way from a Divine Education Conference, which you were addressing and coming out. Well, we would now like to go for breakout session, and immediately after the breakout session, we will go for we'll go and see a movie on CMS efforts to bring about world unity and world peace and create a world government. So please don't miss out. The breakout session will be for about 15 to 20 minutes. And it's though half an hour, but we'll see. If you want to come back early, you can come back. If you would like to interact, please interact with your campus career counseling coordinators and campus teacher alumni coordinators as well. All the best to you. So you can choose a breakout session. There are 4 breakout rooms, I believe. We have already announced that in the group. The first one is for Aliganj and Kanpur Road, room 1. Room 2 is for Gomti Nagar 1 and 2. For Mahanagar, because there are many alumni, there's single room, room 3. And Station Road, Rajendra Nagar, Rajajipuram, and all other campuses, there is room 4. So you may choose a breakout room and please go according to your campus. I'll say that again. Room 1 is for Aliganj and Kanpur Road. Room 2, Gomti Nagar 1 and 2. Room 3, Mahanagar. Room 4, Station Road, Rajendra Nagar, Rajajipuram, and all other campuses, please. So you can see an icon there which says breakout room down below. Click on that, select a room, and then you can go to that particular room. Thank you and see you after half an hour.
अभी देखिए परसों उनसे मरीज से बात हुई, कागज हम देंगे जो रिसीव कराया, अब कल शाम तक कागज लेंगे। अब गीता जी सामने कह रहे हैं हमारी बात होकर में बोल दिया, हमने कहा बोलने तो होता है, कागज मैंने कागज दिया तो उन्होंने उनसे रात को 8 बजे कागज का पहले मांगा करते
नहीं अभी ये कैसे देखते हैं मालूम है?
अच्छा वो
है नहीं
हाँ चेक कर लेते हैं इसमें से
कैसे होगा?
पता चल जाएगा, इसका नंबर होता है।
ये
हाँ तो मैं चेक करता हूँ।
क्या निकालना होता है इसको?
इसके साइड पे जाके इनके साइड पे जाके नंबर ये डालना होता है, कहाँ तक पहुँचा है कुछ पूरा डिटेल बता देगा।
साइट पे करेंगे।
ये डीटी है ना,
अच्छा
उनके
तो यही लिखेंगे पहले ना, गूगल पे जाकर।
हाँ सीधे डायरेक्ट ये ट्रैकिंग रिजल्ट यहाँ पे है ना, ट्रैकिंग कोई जनता नंबर ये प्रोसीजर
भैया
ये 5 फरवरी आज ही किया गया क्या?
नहीं 22 23 को
लखनऊ
गाजियाबाद।
आइए है, देखिए पूरा डिटेल बता रहा है।
क्या है डिलीवर हो गया?
आउट ऑफ डिलीवरी अभी अभी नहीं।
आउट फॉर डिलीवरी ये ठीक है। आज 23 का है, आज कौन सा दिन?
आज सैटरडे लिखा है, 11:52 तक का है सवेरे का। अब हो सकता है अगर डिलीवर्ड होता तो यार दिखा देता।
हाँ ठीक 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 ओके हो जाएगा। थैंक यू। हम काम करें, काम तो डिजाइन हुआ करेंगे, काम में कंप्रोमाइज नहीं होगा। काम में नहीं कंप्रोमाइज।
आप धुलवा दिए उनके सब बेजी बैठे थे, आप धुलवा दिए सब। हाँ हाँ आप कि तुमसे काम करे, काम खत्म। तो काम नहीं करने को क्यों ना, बस मेरे यहाँ काम हो तुम्हारा शक्ल देख रहे हैं क्या भाई? जब होने नहीं काम करे कैसे काम होगा? रात में हमको 8 बजे उसने हमसे बताया वो अभी तक सो रहा था।
Get tired. No. एक कार्य पे कभी बनाओ कार्य पे चाय बना लो तो ये बत्ती बना लो
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming together once again. Vera ma'am, would like to say something, or else we'll see the movie on CMS efforts for. I think respected founder manager's mobile is unmuted. Okay. Can we have the movie played, please? So thank you everyone for joining over here. And Ms. Shaheen Alam, I can see you. Mr. Karthik Agarwal, I can see here. I can also see our alumni coordinators. We'll show you us, and Gaurav is back here. We have respected Mr. R.C. Gupta also here. Saksham, can we have the movie started, please? We have two Sakshams here. Thank you. So I hope you all enjoyed the interactions with each other in the groups, breakout sessions as much as we did.
Yes.
Shishi
Yes,
sir,
yes.
that's why we are very efficient. Saksham, you know, the literal meaning.
Yeah, that's why we have become
We're
efficient because of two sections.
double efficient.
I keep telling Saksham that you're a capable man because your name is Saksham.
One Saksham is mine.
Yes, of course, ma'am. Both are yours.
You
I'm
should be
yet to learn
thankful to
French
me,
from
ma'am.
Dr.
Manju ma'am,
Manju
you
Anand
should be
because in
thankful to
Geneva
me.
Yes,
everybody
sir.
is speaking French
He
and
got
it's
the.
like
Yes.
Greek to me.
Ask her where from he got this.
Yeah.
But
Manju
German
ma'am.
or French?
Yeah, ma'am. German I had learned, thinking I'll go to perhaps Germany, but I'm learning French with your blessings. Thank you.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So, are we ready with the movie section? Okay. Because everybody is waiting. So it was fun interacting with you all, and we hope to stay connected. Not only we hope, we are committed to stay in touch with each other. I believe one gentleman who was supposed to catch his flight is already on the flight, so he'll see this in the YouTube video. Vera ma'am, any parting message you'd like to say to everyone, please?
No, it's a
Yes.
dangerous proposition because the moment you give me the mic, I can go on.
No, please.
And especially this is so close to my heart, this emotional connect with all our alumni. It really makes me feel as if, we need to do this more often. And I wish it was possible for us to meet every week or perhaps every day, which is over ambitious, not happening. Everybody has work to do. But all in all, it's been a beautiful connect. It's been a beautiful cementing of that sentiment which binds us together, the CMS sentiment, a sense of belonging, a sense of pride, a sense of ownership. I can't forget the way Manju ma'am just said, Saksham is mine, as if she owns him, and that's how teachers feel about their children. So this is what CMS is all about. And no other institution, believe you me, I say this because I have worked in other institutions as well. Nowhere else in the world do the children align with their teachers, with the school, the way you all do. And there's so much of camaraderie, so much of emotion, so many emotions attached amongst all of you, all stakeholders. Even the parents are so attached to the school. It's beautiful. So once again, I'd like to take this opportunity, Shishir, to thank you most importantly
Almost.
for putting this together, despite the fact that you are in the other part of the world. But you had that passion and that drive to have this irrespective. So thank you to you,
All thanks
your
to you,
lovely
ma'am,
team,
as well, and to everybody
to
here.
all the
Thank you.
alumni coordinators, both present and in absentia. To mention the ones who are present, Dr. Tripathi, Dr. Manju Anand, and Mr. Deepak Nigam. Thank you to our respected management for always being there for us and providing their unflinching support and sort of patting us on the back with all our endeavors. And I'd like to take this opportunity once again to say a huge God bless to all of you. May you succeed in all your endeavors and come out with flying colors and keep smiling. Stay in good health, take care of yourself, your families, and carry out all your responsibilities with dignity. A very special thank you to Chacha ji for sparing his valuable time. Respected Mr. R.C. Gupta, General Secretary, Seti Montessori School, for being here with us this evening. Thank you so much, Uncle, for being here with us. And thank you to the Lord Almighty for giving us this opportunity to connect so beautifully on this virtual platform and yet so realistically. Thank you, one. Thank you all.
So thank you so much. We'll see each other again very soon
And now,
in future.
as Shishir had mentioned, the video on the Chief Justice's conference for all of you to watch.
Winner of the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education in 2002 through its curriculum of education for protection and security
Can you please increase the volume of the movie?
The international conferences of chief justices of the world that aim to unite the world for children through enforceable international law and effective global governance. To hold discussions, share concerns, and to build consensus for world unity and peace.
आज पुलिस वाला तो पार्टी देती मिला होगा
And for the International Luminary Flora
Conference is a great achievement in itself.
Really feel that we will have some outcomes from the deliberations that you will have over the next few days.
आपसी समन्वय और भाईचारे का प्रचार प्रसार पूरी दुनिया में
विश्व शांति सारी दुनिया का सपना है.
It's a unique conference virtually organized by 2.5 billion children of the world.
विश्व शांति के हम साधक हैं, जंग ना होने देंगे, हम जंग ना होने देंगे.
हम जंग न होने देंगे, जंग न होने देंगे. विश्व शांति के हम साधक हैं, विश्व शांति के हम साधक हैं, जंग न होने देंगे, हम जंग न होने.
The 21st International Conference of Chief Justices of the World panned out over 3 days of intense webinars, the participation of 102 heads of states, chief justices, judges, legal luminaries, and peace promoters from 63 countries zooming in online, transcending various time zones.
We are a school, and a school is a humble institution. But to such a humble institution, probably unarguably, some of the most eminent people of the world have come to today and during the course of this forthcoming conference to meet with some of the humblest people on the planet, namely school teachers, school children, and people like the management of a school.
That it is the intergenerational responsibility of every generation to bequeath a safe and secure future to the next generation and generations yet to be born.
Pluralistic ethos and peaceful coexistence of all religions, cultures, and beliefs. And it is manifested in our age-old belief of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Any society that aspires to establish the rule of law must know that this is far from being an automatic process.
A dire requirement of some global governance model.
I believe the non-aligned movement offers a great contribution.
There is today a crying need for a new paradigm shift.
Perhaps the time has come
when we need to frame the debate about national security more in terms of human welfare.
FOPAL is committed to working with you to develop a peaceful world.
And India has shown visionary leadership.
National governments are the primary actors.
The entreaty of Dr. Jagdish Gandhi to make children champions in their own cause, to engage in action.
Develop what is now widely known as the Sustainable Development Goal.
हमें अपनी पिछली गलतियों को दोहराना नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि हमें शिक्षा द्वारा ऐसे बीज बोने चाहिए जिससे विश्व एकता एवं विश्व शांति पर आधारित एक नया समाज गठित हो।
महात्मा गांधी ने कहा था, अगर हम इस दुनिया को वास्तविक शांति सिखाना चाहते हैं और अगर हम युद्ध के खिलाफ वास्तविक युद्ध करना चाहते हैं तो हमें बच्चों से इसकी शुरुआत करनी होगी।
I, Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon, President and Managing Director of City Montessori School, Lucknow, feel privileged to honor Honorable Mr. Justice Richard Goldstone, former Judge, Constitutional Court of South Africa, with the Mahatma Gandhi Award.
I feel proud and privileged to honor Honorable Mr. Justice Mark Lawrence Wolf, Senior Judge of the United States District Court of Massachusetts, with the Mother Teresa Award and its certificate and memento.
Thank you deeply for this award.
कि हम सब लोगों को एकजुट होकर के यानी विश्व को अपना परिवार मान करके जब तक हम प्रयास नहीं करेंगे तो दुनिया के अंदर अनेक प्रकार की चुनौतियां हैं।
Well, it is my pleasure once again to participate in this conference, which I have been attending for many years.
मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि भारत दुनिया के दूसरे सबसे अधिक आबादी वाले देश होने के साथ-साथ दुनिया के सबसे मजबूत लोकतांत्रिक देशों में से एक है।
CMS has been organizing the international conferences of Chief Justices of the world every year since 1999. And the theme always revolves around the theme of uniting the world for children through enforceable world law. Thank you so much.
Record